mainstream media platforms are putting the message out there that, hey, you right-wingers, you white supremacists, you crazy homophobes, better not try to crash a homo parade, right? Or we're going to get you for conspiracy.
Well, the media is calling them a white supremacy group.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. So I don't know if anybody's been seen this in the news, but I think it was Idaho. They were having a gay pride parade, and then an inside tip, somebody, some concerned citizen saw something sketchy on this. There were 20 or so, 15 or 20 of these Patriot Front guys in the back of a U-Haul, and the police busted them, got them all out, and then the news media or somebody was filming it.
Yeah.
And the part that I saw was these guys the police had them all out of the U-Haul truck. They were all on their knees, and they all had their hands behind their backs, either in not cuffs or it's like zip tied or something. But so this must have been 10, 15 minutes into it. They all still had their they're wearing, the pull-up masks.
Yeah.
If you're arresting these guys, you're not going to leave their masks on that whole time. That's because they're feds.
Whether they're real, like patriots, or they're feds, what was, the reason for their arrest? What were they doing illegal that they're putting out there to the rest of the country?
They didn't have any guns on them.
No. What were they doing illegal?
They had riot shields.
Conspiracy riot. Isn't that what Antifa did exactly for 2020 when they burned down $5 billion worth of the country? If the cops were so, hot and ready to do their job, why the hell were there hundreds of riots?
Why didn't they arrest them?
Dude, so essentially, America is going to be known as an example as a country turns
has to be peaceful.
Yeah, who says protesting has to be peaceful? They had shields. Who said that they needed to peacefully protest the homos? Who says they couldn't, beat them with shields? Hey, protesting doesn't have to be peaceful. Isn't that what CNN put out for all of 2020?
Yeah. So when you can't find white supremacy, the FBI will make it up.
Yep.
And then they will call in the news people, and they'll film it and broadcast it all over the place.
Yeah.
These guys, so the Patriot Front guys, these were the guys that a year ago were marching through D.C., and they all dressed identical.
Right.
And they were all young men, 30-ish, whatever. They all had the same haircut. They all looked like FBI dudes. People were saying they were FBI guys back then. And then these are the same guys they arrested.
Which, that's the thing. I know there are patriot groups out there that are organized, clean-cut, fit, right? And they're not feds. So why is it that every time a patriot doesn't look like your typical fat slob who's an alcoholic, they say it's a fed? Is that really like the image that we need to take? Otherwise, we're feds. I get called a fed out there because I guess I bring a Confederate flag to rallies, and I'm not, and I don't look like I'm diabetic, so I get called a fed. Hey, there's no way that young guy with the Confederate flag who's not old and fat is not a fed.
They were wearing their masks. You never once saw their face because they didn't want to be identified as the FBI guys. And in this bust in Idaho, tell me why the police would yank these guys or pull these guys out of this U-Haul, 15 or 20 of them, have them all on their knees, all of them sitting there. How long were they like that? And all of the footage.
Long enough for the mainstream media to report it, to get pictures.
All of the footage shows, has these guys with their hands zip tied behind their backs, and they all had their masks on. Yeah. Why is that?
Why is that?
Why have you've never seen a Patriot Front guy with his mask off? It's because it's FBI guys.
Yeah.
And they're pretending to be patriots. They're pretending to go crash this gay pride parade thing. And it's another excuse for the media to yell white supremacy.
So I'm torn. I don't know, because I had a couple of friends try to reach out to these like a couple of friends of mine personally know some of the
FBI agents,
some Patriot Front guys,
the FBI guys.
So I'm torn. I mean, I'm not thinking the whole organization is FBI, but it could be infiltrated by FBI, just like any conservative group, like Patriot Front or not, right? Because we're in an opposition government, right? We're in a government that politically targets us and any organizations that we make up, right? That we form. So most conservative groups are gonna have FBI's in them because they don't want us to organize. So be it Patriot Front or not.
I think every one of those
that was a
Patriot
stunt.
Front guys
I think
are
that was a
FBI
stunt.
guys. Yeah,
Well,
it was a stunt.
it's not possible that all of them are FBI guys because you're gonna have guys that want to join in to that group and actually do, and then the FBI wait to frame them, which is still entrapment. But I don't know if every single one of them would be.
My guess is they are.